1,000,001 people willing to die.
Hi guys, my name is Chike.
Whoa.
My name is Tobi.
Hi guys, my name is Chike and welcome to PulseFunFacts.
Chike, talk to me. Describe your character in Gangs of Lagos in 3 words.
Naive. like woman has to be one word.
Like woman has to be one
word. There's naive. There's promiscuous. People will go school. Then the third one would be, I'll say gangster.
Talented first.
Okay, talented. Yes, talented. That naive still falls on that gangster because he thinks he's a gangster.
Yeah.
You don't see him. All right. What 3 things did you love most about playing the character of Obalola?
3 things I love about playing Obalola. Sharing the set with you guys. You're amazing guys. All the cast and crew. Sharing the set was amazing. Working with Jali also was beautiful. And then just playing such a powerful character, because Oba's character is like they took give Oba power.
Baddest.
So just being powerful like that, and then also shooting in the streets of Isaleko. That was quite a thing. That was so many memories. When I drive along that road or that area, just so many memories come back. So, if you could be one Gang of Lagos character for a day, who would it be and why?
I would have loved to play who would I have loved to play? Let me think about it first. I would have loved to play any of maybe Pasuma's scenes. Wait now, or Zlatan's. Why? Because I would have been more in the action. You get it? Now just keep me. I know you just want to collect your own role because your own role complexity just the happen with you. But you know the people where you don't say one they show. Oh, I would have loved to be Yemoli. Definitely. Because he was just some careless ass guy that was just having fun. But still had the action. Yeah, so I would have loved to have everything.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, not bad.
What is the worst experience you have ever had with a co-star on set?
Worst experience I've ever had with a co-star on set. On this set.
Man, they said on set, so just let's leave it with on set.
I've never had it bad because me, I'm a very easy person.
Don't stress yourself.
I don't have wala.
Abi.
So the only part I don't like is when people, when I'm on set and I have to wait for
people
for hours and
yeah.
hours. I did talk like for the same time. So I think that's the only part, but that one, not one person is guilty of that. People have delays from time to time. So that one, I choose not to have bad days. Let me motivationally speak to you. You're in control of your day. You can't give a human being the power to upset your day. Take that power back and keep it with you. Thank you. What did you enjoy the most about playing the character Panama in Gangs of Lagos?
Man, I enjoyed the parts where I got to fool around, I enjoyed that part.
You fooled around almost all through.
Yes, I enjoyed the fact that I just enjoyed. I don't want to give away too much.
Okay.
Yes, because if I go too graphic, then you see too many things. Yes. So, but I enjoyed that I got to fool around because I was comfortable doing that.
I think one thing I liked was that song.
That song was catchy.
The song played in my we shot the one night.
But when I was talking to the producer, I'm like, release. I'm like, release what? Nah, film. Okay. Which co-star did you bond with the most on set? I believe it's this set, I guess.
Which co-star did I bond with the most?
Yeah, it has to be someone you shot with.
Two people I bonded with the most. I can't put it to one. This was my first time. Like myself and Susu have a very good relationship, but like working so closely on set definitely brought us like closer. And also Olurotimi. I think I bonded with everybody, but Yemoli I met for the first time, and also
that was the first time I met you.
Yeah, that was the first time. I remember our first day on set. So now Yemoli is as good as family.
Yes.
And then Olurotimi also. Myself and Rotimi have kind of become brothers since Gangs of Lagos. So even you, Seth, really.
Before it's mostly Instagram, but they'll go closer.
Instagram. So that one has to be everybody. I think we all just became this small happy family.
Yeah.
And it's only just been Yes. What is your fondest memory from set of gang of Lagos?
My fondest memory. Is it fun or interesting now? Fun. I liked the fondest memory.
Fondest.
Is it from set or from shooting? I cannot give out scene. Okay.
From set.
From set.
Yeah.
I would say that was a day we shot it. There was a part where we were all together. Let me just put it like that. And there was a lot of foolery going on. And that was fun. I really enjoyed it because, Yemoli was saying this and that, and everybody was chipping in.
Always.
As always, actually, yeah. So I would say that. And I'm still saying this within the constraints of not giving out much because once the camera goes off, I didn't think I was that much active. Maybe I'm already heading home. So I don't have so many of those memories.
Okay. Chike is always the first to go home.
That's not
Chike,
correct.
Chike
If you could switch characters with anybody from the set of Gangs of Lagos, which one would you choose? Yeah, same thing you asked me.
Switch. First of all, I don't want to. Look at me. Ain't no switching roles, baby. But yeah, if I could, one character that I've also enjoyed playing was Oluritimi's character.
Oh, nice. The bonding. You like this character too.
Yeah, I like his character too. And just the way, also seeing how powerful he played that character to be. Like, it will be, for me as an actor, that will kind of be challenging. Like, okay, now, compared to playing Oba, can you also play this other character? Can you be seen like this? So yeah, definitely. Let me say what do you love the most about working with me on set of Gangs?
Okay, to be honest, like, I think that's arguably one of the biggest sets I've been on. Oh, yeah. So I would say sometimes when you get into a new space, I understand that hopefully we're all family, but it's good to see someone you already have a good relationship with. Yeah, so I would say anytime Tobi came in, because with Susu is mostly I'll be like, oh hi,
initially.
Yes, I don't know that we have enough common experience to talk about. Okay. But at least I could randomly talk about the gym with you.
Anything.
So yes, I would say it's you.
Okay.
So anytime when you come in, I'm like, at least person where I know don't come. I'll carry my seat.
And then when Chike was
there's Latan too. I enjoyed.
And when Chike was today, they are already shooting because Chike.
I go to call. I say Tobi.
Chike always call me. Tobi, Alpha. I know say you don't do. Alpha, they don't start.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the funniest blooper that happened on set?
Blooper that happened on set.
Yeah.
Of course we had.
There were a couple. Yeah.
Of course we had plenty.
They go talk with finish before they go. Go talk with
see, the person that had the most interesting bloopers, I pray to God they have it recorded and they're going to release it.
Please don't tell me it's Yemoli.
Black Camaro.
Oh God.
You're not really on
No, even the few times I saw it, I was like, what's wrong with this guy? What's genuinely wrong with him?
Black Camaro on and off set. Blooper is blue.
Oh, you're actually correct.
Yeah.
But Yemoli was another blooping
and
something.
then when Yemoli will now trigger, he knows how to trigger Black Camaro. Two of them will now,
and when they're going back and forth at it, I'm like,
voila.
Then I lose half of the things because I'm not hearing what they're saying, but I get this one.
Yeah. So, what's the best prank that was played on set?
I don't know that I witnessed. Wait.
Any Abi?
Wait, no. There has to be one I witnessed. Prank.
Let me think on your behalf.
I mean, there's always that prank of when in the last scene, we don't shoot finish, and before you know, or when you're shooting your last scene, someone comes and says, there's another scene, and you're like, what? So I think that was too common. I'm thinking of something grander. You were not set
with the macaroni a lot.
No, I wasn't.
Macaroni was trouble.
Don't say
that was the prank star. That was trouble.
Yeah, so I probably missed all the pranks.
Okay.
Which co-star is most likely to break character during a serious scene?
Yemoli and Black Camaro.
I think we have that already. Let's just move.
Please, those two.
I would tell you, I think I was more around Yemoli, as in at least when he was shooting down Black Camaro. Let me tell you, when the day I was around, I was like, what is
Black
this?
Camaro, when they say action, like in fact, you can almost not
it just
say
goes
action.
on.
It just goes. So there was a scene and Jade needed Camaro to deliver the lines. Camaro, please read the lines. Camaro reads the line. It's not ready to deliver. And then you go, oh no, he's telling me. I'm not lying.
And he says same thing or something else.
No, it's not like he says anything. He just blobs some
He just
words,
goes.
And And Jade is like, no, like
cut. This is what you.
Yeah, I understand your character can be like. So So yeah, Daddy enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. Who is most likely to be caught singing or dancing off camera? That's easy.
Who's that?
Who's
singing or dancing?
Off camera.
There's a combination, though. Yes.
Yes, singing or dancing off camera.
Off camera.
Yeah,
okay.
On set.
Me, I know that I'll not be dancing off camera, but me, I know I'll be singing off camera. That's for sure. Okay. Yes, definitely. I know I would be singing off camera.
You cast a spell. That remix, by the way. And the video.
Thanks, man.
In case you've not seen it.
Yes, so
let me bless your day.
You gotta watch. What character traits always gets you in the most trouble on set?
In the most trouble.
The most, not small trouble, no. Serious trouble.
The most trouble. Character trait. I think it comes with. Does it get me in trouble?
Tough.
Let me look. Which one gets me in trouble? Well, so far, the one that gets me in trouble at home is the fact that I'm always on time on set. Thank God.
How? How does that get you in trouble?
It gets me in trouble because I'm always tell me to be there by 7. I'm there by 6:30. It happens on every set.
Okay.
It happened today too. So I'm always on time, and as a result, I leave the house. Like sometimes I wake up by 5:30. Where are you? My madam will tell me, where are you going to? I'm like, I'm going to set. She will tell me like,
which guy says?
I know, you know, they are not
going to start shooting to you
till
the next 5 hours.
Sorry, I'm not going to let them change me. I like I'm going to be on time. She will now call me. Maybe I'll get there by like 8. She will now call by like 12.
Yeah, I'm not
How
started.
Far, have you guys finished shooting any since? They're just doing the last set of us to shoot the first scene. She now start looking at me like I needed a few more hours to just cuddle. I just want to be diligent. So yeah, that's the trait that gets me in trouble. But I'm not gonna change it for nobody. I'm not going to let Nigeria change me. And please, Madam at the top, thank you for God bless you, honorable. What's the one thing you hope your audience will take away from Gangs of Lagos?
One thing I hope they will take away is I would say, just to touch at the top, where we as a country, I just think we'll take in that, people can be one regardless of where you're from. People can genuinely have a bond regardless of your background. Okay. Which co-star is most likely to be caught singing or dancing off camera?
Adiswa.
Which one? The two of them?
Adiswa.
So the two of them, the singing and dancing?
She's the two now. When we randomly be
I missed
vocals,
it then.
Susu dancing. And Susu's downstairs. Susu just come.
Yes, I've seen her do that.
Yeah. What's the biggest challenge you faced while preparing for your role in Gangs of Lagos?
Man, there was a scene we shot that I had to do something I'd never done before. Okay. I just had to leave it like that.
Yeah, I think I know.
That it was just tough. So I had to psych myself mentally to say, no, this is not happening. Because typically me, I would normally say, it's not actually happening, where it's make believe. Mm-hmm. But those scenes that when you're playing, you're not remembering how everybody's telling you get don't do that too. Yeah. How you go do that kind of thing? Some things when you do it's not manifest, It was tough. And I know when the scene was happening and every other person was playing their own role and playing their own character, it was even harder for me. So all the times I kept saying, we need to, we finished? It wasn't even impatience of. It was just. I didn't want to be in that moment for too long because I had to stop convincing myself that it wasn't happening.
But that was a very powerful performance.
Yeah. Especially with everything that was happening. Yeah. Imagine that you're still with everything. Yes.
I'm witnessing that's best performance.
I think it has to be one of the best
performance.
And this is me saying based on the parts I was in, because I don't know. There are many other things that happened, I'm sure, that were equally amazing. What was the biggest challenge you faced while playing your character?
The biggest challenge I faced while playing my character, for me, was emoting. Before and after, because I had to take some acting classes with Lala prior to getting on the project. So we'll have serious lessons, and then Lala will make me take myself and express different emotions as an actor and whatnot. And it's legit me in my house by myself. I'll set up my camera, my long lens and whatever. I set everything up, and then I'm just running mad by myself in my house. It's just me, and I'm just doing different creative. Like I go back to those clips, and I can't even watch them. But yeah, it was such a learning curve, because what that did for me was I was able to just break and just embody. I learned to embody a character. Yeah. So that also helped me in the next phase. I was going to be challenged of emoting. Personally, as a person, Nigeria has built us stuff. So we try to any hardship that can come our way. But almost one part of us is prepared, you know. So it was almost like to get into that character at certain points, I had to like be vulnerable. Yeah. You know, I had to put myself in a vulnerable state. So I had to like tear even the little part of Tobi left. I had to tear that down. Yeah. I had to tear all the walls down and actually just be in this character. So that was very challenging. But even after the movie, like that parts of that character stayed. Yeah, and it was worrisome for my wife. Because like I'll just come back home sometimes and she can just tell like, he's not Tobi. But yeah, we're good. Part of the job things.
Did you have that difficulty when you were doing police and thief with files? When you were shooting gun and having fun? Did you have difficulty emoting?
We didn't have to emote there now. That was anger. Pew. That one, you don't need to emote. This one, the emotional roller coaster is too much.
I enjoyed that movie, by the way.
Thanks, man.
Oh, my, that last shot, you like,
but
did they shoot shotgun with one hand?
I shoot them.
That's what I said. Did they shoot shotgun with one hand?
Normally they don't. Nobody should do them now.
You shot it with one hand.
Only me.
Only
me. I'm bad.
When I go do personal, I beg. That's it, guy. If you carry your hand, go like this. Okay.
Which coaster is most likely to always arrive late?
I don't know who that is. Yeah, whenever I arrive, most times I don't know who is coming or who has not come. Misha, when I don't arrive.
By the time it comes, there's no
time I don't arrive. I don't know who's coming or who has not come now. I don't tell you. I will just go sit down till I hear action.
I will tell you because by the time it comes, everybody else has come. So there's nobody else coming after.
I don't agree. Me, I arrive at the time. When they tell me arrive, me and Shadi arrive.
Gagus the best come monitor everywhere.
When they tell me arrive, me and Disha arrive. Yeah, but I think with this set, you know, where that was reasonable timekeeping, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, me myself, I can't remember, you know, as opposed to what you typically find, you know, in our movie industry, you know, you're here there, you're waiting 8 hours, you haven't. But with this, you could see everybody literally working to make sure that the downtime was
whenever there was downtime, we kind of
minimal.
Understood what was
yes,
going
and for
on
me, that was a relationship. Like if there was downtime, I could really even go up to Jadi and be like, mama, what's in there? So you know what is happening. You know, but when you're on a set that you don't have that access, it's easier to get impatient. Yeah. Yes, but once she has told you this was happening, and you know, you guys might be talking about something else entirely, and you know, luckily for you, the time doesn't start to feel as much. What's the longest time you've ever spent on a movie set? So on a movie set, this one will be
I think I've done 24 hours.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. There are times like we shoot.
24, like 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. That kind of 24.
For sure, I've done 18. I was
going to say 18.
There are sets where you start, and I'm always on time. So I start by 8 o'clock.
So you calculate when you shall come.
Yes, now.
Not even just the shooting.
Well, that's what it is now.
Yeah,
so I shoot. You arrive 8 o'clock. You probably start shooting the first scene by like 11, 12. You shoot first scenes, whatever. You now have to move to another location, another night scene. So night scene, you're still shooting.
It's still morning now.
Yeah. Sometimes the night scene
you most likely did that on this photo because you had a combination of night and day scenes now. Because you definitely did.
Somehow we work hard for this.
The night we shot where we go party. No be honest. Did some people shoot that morning? Did you shoot that morning?
Some people shot.
Yeah. Was there anybody on set that evening that shot?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yes, that
because that one we shot it till daylight now.
We shot it like 4 o'clock now.
We shot that thing literally till daylight. Yeah. So, the final question. If there were no more questions, would you have any questions?
If there are no more questions, will I have any question?
Because if you don't miss anything, but not dead here, but now give us question. Now they give us question.
The one I will ask you.
Now they give us question, but they don't dead here.
No, they question us to question ourselves. What do you think? For your acting career, what does Gangs of Lagos mean to you?
Man, it's huge. You know, and this is me trying not to even call any other platform but you know, going on, you know, Prime videos is huge, number one. And it's not every time, that's not even number one, but that's part of it. But then it's not every time that you get the opportunity to be in a movie that is not just a good role, but one that they obviously have access to budget to bring it, you know, to as much reality as they can? Because you know some things, when budget no day, enough is just like you won't go explode motor, but you don't get budget. Now knock out, you go off the this thing, you get so.
They go off the screen.
And those productions don't happen every time. We know, you know, I was in one in 2020. That first one, was it 2020 or 2021? 2020. Then that's one in the whole year. Then I got the opportunity for this one again in the next year. And started till now, there has not been anyone that I even know of. So, I mean, there's been, the one hand Chakabula.
The motor flipping one.
But what are the odds that you must be the person in the movie?
One.
Because there are other actors too, you know. But yes, definitely the fact that I was opportune to be in such a great production and to be in one where I considered the people who handle the friends and family. I know what I'm saying, because it feels, even as much as you're working, it also feels like you're among people who care about you,
who care about you,
aside you being an actor.
Yeah.
Like my shows, you know, Jadi buys tickets and comes. But when she's not buying, she's posting. Or do you understand what I'm saying? So when you see that kind of support, when you're also going on a project, you know, where she's the head of, you feel like you're also working with people who care about you as a person,
like
not just as an actor.
You care about them also.
Exactly. Yes. So yes.
Any questions for me?
One question I would ask. Do you think that your character in Gangs of Lagos, right? Are you happy with what he finally became? Because he moved from something to something. Remember?
Yeah.
Like he moved from somebody to somebody. So do you think he became, for whatever reason, whether it's for the cause, for a good cause, right? Do you think he became something that he criticizes?
Yeah, so for
me,
that's one thing I'm really curious to find out. Like, I don't want to jump ahead of the story, but the story can't end where it ends.
Okay.
Because
I don't
like
I know.
Because for me, I'm a movie lover. Yeah. I love great stories, and this is a great story. So like, even me being part of it is just a blessing on another level, because this is something I would gladly enjoy watching.
Yes, if you're not even behind the camera.
Yeah, so if I actually got to watch, it's something I'm going to be on the studio's neck tweeting every other morning. Like,
about
please, so where does this story move from here? Because it can move in so many directions. Like, I'm curious to what becomes of everybody else. I'm very curious as to what becomes of everybody else. You know, based on the system, based on the reality, based on all of them's lives and aspirations and their goals, like what became of them eventually. So I'm really curious. So I guess for
I'm just saying, like, are you happy, or do you think you became what you finally became at the end of the movie? Is it something you were okay with becoming, for whatever cause, whether it was for a good cause or for a bad cause? Or do you think that because you moved from being somebody to another person entirely, because with everything you had to go through and be in and do, so is that new guy a guy that you're okay being, even as the character, or it was just a guy you had to be?
Well, now I'm going to talk for the character, not myself.
Yes, the character I'm talking about, not you as a person.
It's not the goal, but it's just what I have to do for
what you had
values I hold. It's not the goal. Like, it wasn't like, I'm not sure that was that wasn't the front burning plan. But then you have destiny, you have reality happening to you, and then you have things like, how sometimes when you have things you must do for yours and yours only, you have to provide. It's not about you anymore. You have to become selfless and more like think of everybody around you.
Okay.
And sometimes you can still now within that mix still fall down to things. Like, it's just so.
So at this point, I will give it out. So this guy moved from being who he was at the beginning to who he became at the end. There you go.
Can you imagine? Can you fathom it?
Me, I don't even know. I shall became something.
Can you fathom it?
I became.
So, ladies and gentlemen, not to give out too much, but you see, in the history of Africa, in the history of Nollywood, there's only been one movie on this scale in terms of storytelling, in terms of quality, in terms of production, and in terms of global attention and global it is.
And that's not even. I think that's actually fact. That's not even promotional talk.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would be right there at the top. I think it would trump any other thing that had been done.
So
I think so.
Guys, make sure you definitely go out to watch Gangs of... No, not go out. Stay in to watch Gangs of Lagos.
I watch it everywhere. Just go out, go and watch it.
On Prime Video.
Prime and
phone,
Chill.
Prime and Chill.
Anywhere.
Nice. But one definitely for the books. Please, when you guys watch, please tell us what you think about it. Show us love. Criticize if you have to. Like, just tell us what you feel about the whole project. Because I mean, it's a project we do for our craft and for the love of our craft. But then it's for the audience.
For the audience
so
too.
Please delve in.
Yes.